How lovely.
Let's start. When did this whole thing happen?
CEO, Possum, whatever their name is, they came to my page first. I didn't just like come across their account and just randomly attack them. No, they came to my page first and they talked shit about my art style. And they proceeded to make a video saying how I'm incapable of drawing black people's features. And look at this. I have another screenshot of Possum, I don't even know what the fuck to call him at this point, editing my art, right? You can see right here where they're bashing my art style. And when I say that they can't do that and that they're not all that in a bag of chips, they say that they are. And I know that may not seem like much, but here is another screenshot of Possum on their little alt account trying to punk me.
On Sep 12.
Oh, yes. So let's talk about this comment, because I feel like the people that I was arguing with, they just couldn't fucking learn how to read, and I felt like I was arguing with first graders. So let's read this comment out loud, because you niggas can't read. Okay, guys, you ready? You're gonna read slowly with me now. Let's read. I mean that people assume black women. That first sentence, what do you think I mean by people? I mean racist white people in the 1920s because it had a major impact on black women. Even black children in the 1920s were used as alligator bait. I was talking about racism to Possum because she wanted to act like she didn't know what the fuck that was. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't even know what Ozo is talking about in this sentence. I had like a stroke reading this. The video that Possum commented under was me doing a reply video to someone who was being racist to my drawing, I think. To this day, I don't even know what the person was talking about, but they were basically saying that all black people look alike, and the way that you can like tell a black person is by their jet black skin, big lips, and stereotypical wide noses. And I made a reply video disagreeing with him and saying that that was not true. Possum made a comment not knowing what was going on, so I just explained racism to them. Like, you could probably think that was mean right off the bat, but I was being like dead ass, because if they acted like they didn't know what racism was, I was going to explain it to them. So I gave them an example in the 1920s because that was the main topic. And to be honest, I don't even know why Ozo is saying that like I'm this big ass bully and Possum just like this little itty bitty little victim. The bitch is 19. Okay? Possum is 3 to 4 years older than me. Okay? I just turned 16 not that long ago. And what really made me confused is how Possum wanted to say that I was like aging her up and aging myself. I'm a big bitch, okay? I'm damn near 6 feet tall. I have no reason to play victim with my big ass. I ain't going nowhere, okay? If I'm going to say that I was bullying you, I can say that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of pathetic that you're getting bullied by someone who's like damn near 4 years younger. But hey, if you're getting bullied by somebody 4 years younger than you can tell the whole world that. But you just kind of have to use your thinking skills, because imagine you on your For You page or whatever, and you see someone at their tax-paying age saying that they're getting bitched by a 15 to 16-year-old. Pathetic, right? So, it's kind of stupid.
Illumi.drippy video. That's now.
Oh yes, when you give constructive criticism to a young artist, you completely degrade them and say that they're incapable of drawing good enough for you, and you talk about how much better you are than them. That's totally constructive. No, it's not. No, it's not. So we're just going to take a step back and think about this, okay? In what world is that constructive criticism? I don't think Possum's friends are the smartest, because in this comment you can see where she's still degrading me and even go as far to call my art a mistake. So, anyways.
Video was Illumi.drippy.
Another screenshot of Possum saying that the nose that I made in my art style was not good enough for her and her approval. And she says that I have to make it wider because she doesn't like it and she can't stand it and it's not to her standards. Said by someone who makes thirst trap for their younger audience.
Tiana after ever I saw the white.
I don't think Possum's friends are the smartest, because you can see in this comment where I'm not being mean to Possum whatsoever. You can see where I'm just saying that, I don't think my art's a mistake. I'm pretty proud of it. I don't really think that Tiana's nose is necessarily really that big, but I think the way that I portrayed it was a wide nose in my art style. And it is shown that she does have a nose, does she not? So I don't understand how this is like relevant. Most of that shit was irrelevant. Like I said many times, because I feel like I'm talking like a broken record player at this point because I have to keep repeating myself. I was never rude to Possum. The bitch was mean to me first. And the bitch was like, oh, I don't like your art style. You have to change it because I said this. And I don't know why Possum believes that just because she says something, somebody else automatically got to do what she says. I told her firsthand that I'm not going to change my art. If you don't like it, do better, do it your own style. I don't give a fuck. She did not take that well. And you guys can see in this comment where she's like, oh, your art style is semi-realism. It's too rendered too harshly. You gotta simplify it and all this because Tiana is a cartoon character with wide... Like, nobody give a fuck. Like, I don't know why Possum's friends is like, oh, well, Possum was just giving constructive criticism. Also, it's basically trying to say that I bash small artists who trace and all this, when that's... I don't care if you trace at all. It's only an issue if you think that you're better than someone and you bash this person for their art style when you literally need assistance in art yourself. Like, you can't draw a proper body without having to trace. That's kind of my issue, because how you gonna talk shit about somebody and think that you all that in a bag of chips, but you really ain't shit yourself?
So,
I explained this comment in another video, but I guess I'll just explain it in this one. When I say that I wanted to stretch it a bit, I just wanted to see what else dumb shit Possum would say, honestly, just to make me laugh, really, because Possum at first was calling me a racist white person towards black people, and I had to prove to her that I was black, and it was just a really dumb moment, honestly, because she was really trying to hold me down as a racist person for explaining racism to her. And Oza really thought they ate with this one. They said, no, Illumi, no one acts like they're better than you. They then proceed to say, oh, this whole time you've been acting like this in the entire situation. You're just projecting how you act to others and act like a victim. Mind you, I encountered this person around 2 months ago when I found out they made some videos about me. I don't even know how the fuck they came in this equation, because I don't know what they thought they did when they got these screenshots and thought that, oh yes, I have so much proof. No, you don't. Let's move on.
no one acts like...
Okay, let's talk about this one. But Bluey, Blue's Clues, whatever their name is, Possum's friend, they had came to my page being rude as shit, like, for no reason, no filter, whatever. At this point, it was like September, I don't know, maybe the 25th, where Possum had made like 3 videos about me saying that I hate people with like ethnic features or whatever. I don't know. I think that's her go-to. Like, if somebody don't like her art, she's so quick to be like, oh, you're racist, and just don't let the shit go. Like, nobody's racist, baby. Your art just isn't that pleasing to look at to some people, I guess. And I find it super funny how Ozo is mainly cropping what other people are like saying to me and just taking my comments and like pasting them together to make it seem like it's all one thing when it's clearly out of context. But when I show my evidence, all of a sudden, oh, Illumi.drippy is taking things out of context. Am I really, or am I just showing what other people are saying to me? And to explain more on this comment, Blue was basically saying how they're in college, I'm just a kid and I'm stupid, I probably have a low GPA. Mind you, my GPA is 4.0, so let's not even get into it. They wanted to say that they have a job and they're getting money. I don't care about that. And then they want to say that I think that I'm all that in a bag of chips when I'm really not that pretty. Don't even start.
They're better than you.
Many of my friends showed Ozo at least 30 screenshots. You know what they said to us? They called us a slur out of anger. That's how things go. Like, if you're mad, you gotta say a slur, apparently.
Whole time fat.
Nigga, shut up. How is this? Oh, I say slurs if I get angry. Ass motherfucker gonna tell me what the fuck I'm lying about. I said many times, I don't make fun of niggas. I ain't got a reason to. But if a motherfucker talk to me some sort of way, then I have no reason to be nice.
Been acting towards it.
I feel like I sound like a broken record player at this point, because it's just like bitches can't understand, like comprehend. I feel like the bitches that I'm arguing with did not pass 3rd grade whatsoever, because it's like, I have no reason to be rude to Possum. The bitch came to me first, acting some kind of way, acting like she was all in the bag of chips. I said, okay, you can act that way. But act that way in your own bubble. Don't bring that shit onto me, because I am not your friend, I am not your mammy, I am not your pappy. Act that way with somebody who can play your games. Because like in early October, Possum messaged me talking about oh, well, you have more followers than me, and people are more likely to listen to you, and all your videos you're making about me is ruining my life, and it's like, I have an autoimmune disease, I'm chronically ill, I can't get out of bed. Okay. If you're so sick and can't get out of bed, you can delete them videos and just stop talking shit about me. It'd make your life easier, wouldn't it, Pilky Bear? And I guess Shorty wasn't that damn bedridden and didn't have that much of a sickness to continue making videos about me, posting my face without my permission, and just honestly doing the most because she wanted likes and follows. Because honestly, if it wasn't about likes and follows, she would have been deleted the videos and just went on with her life. But any type of video she made from like September to now December, it had to be about likes and views, because that's what she wanted, likes and views. Because I'm pretty sure Possum's main motive was to try and make me feel bad about my art, and then try to humiliate me in front of like her little friends or whatever. Mind you, most of her friends are adults, and you're trying so hard to show your ass and try and humiliate a 16-year-old because it's supposed to make you feel better about yourself. It's honestly pathetic. In my opinion, like I said, I don't care. I'm still gonna act the same. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
And Illumi.
What is this nigga talking about? What is this nigga talking about?
No, but seriously, what? We gotta do like an IQ test of Possum's friends or something, because what is this irrelevant ass comment? Okay, I'm just saying that I've seen Possum's other videos. Her voice, it's quite light, but there's nothing wrong with it, but it just sounds like a little bit like raspy, but it sounds light. But when she makes her reply videos to me and speaks, it sounds a bit more softer, like she's trying to appear younger in a way. And that's what I was trying to talk about, like, you know, she's trying to sound like a Discord Ekin or something. And in this comment, I'm quoting what Possum says. She says that, oh, everyone's open to criticism. And then when I say one thing, she's like, you're racist, which is true. She calls literally anyone who doesn't like her art racist.
You're just projecting how you act to others, so act like the victim. After that,
What the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro? Hold on. How can you guys support her all? Huh?
Niggas making me think I can treat what the fuck.
the point new account was.
First of all, what the fuck Miu has to do with me? I didn't know about their existence until 12 days after the argument, but even afterwards, they said that I got their account banned. They blocked me before I even knew who they were. And you know, I find it a little odd how Ozo and Possum were calling me transphobic when I asked if Possum was a girl or not, because I was really confused. Because they kept saying it was a she, but then they kept saying they were non-binary, and I was confused. But they're calling me a guy. I never said I was a guy.
To times, and both privated their accounts.
What does me privating my account have to do with anything?
Now on to the next section of just Illumi's claims with proof that they lie.
Oh yes, the screenshots that you got that were passed around from CO to Miwi to Blue Clues to the other motherfuckers and so on that are all out of context. Is that your evidence?
Constructive criticism isn't insulting.
Actually, constructive criticism can be insulting if you didn't ask for it. And Possum gave me unwanted criticism, and I told her many times to leave me alone. 57 times to be exact. And you know what she did? She didn't leave me alone. And you know what she also did? She posted my face without my permission on YouTube. And, you know, when I told Possum, who is 19 years old, that having pictures and videos of me when I was 15 is weird and it makes me uncomfortable, you want to know the response I got? Her and her friends thought it would be a good idea to call me a whore.
What is the same with these three comments?
Well, let's read thoroughly about this comment, shall we? I talk about how I wasn't mean to Possum at first and how she's an adult and she's making me uncomfortable. And she was asking about my gender because she kept saying that I was a guy. I told her I wasn't a guy. Then she kept calling me a girl. I said I wasn't a girl. And she was like, then what are you then? I said, it's none of your business. So that's about it. And here is a screen recording of probably either Possum or Possum's friend talking about my genitalia and, you know, being really transphobic here. Yeah, we definitely gotta do an IQ test or something, because what's up with these irrelevant ass comments? I feel like Possum and her friends get the most irrelevant ass comments, piece them together, and be like, yes, this will sure get them. This is sure enough evidence. It's not, because what does this prove? Because Possum was trying to say that I said that she sexually assaulted me or something. I've never met this woman in real life, ever. How is she able to touch me through the screen? Like, shorty is not the grudge. But this is one of my ex-mutuals. I ain't gonna talk about it. But, again, I don't know why Ozo was bringing up this one. We're just having a conversation, really. And I just said that I found it weird. I talked about the screenshots in my last video. And I also said that I showed Possum and Ozo, like, my photo details. And I don't know, they just kind of went silent about it and kind of talked over me and started talking about more irrelevant shit, and that was about it. And to be honest, I find it kind of funny how Possum was preaching about how she doesn't like edited screenshot, but told one of her friends to edit a screenshot of me calling one of their little drawings like slave looking or whatever, when I obviously didn't, because little quote unquote screenshot was made at 9:13 p.m. and it was on a Monday, a school day that I had. And for the people who don't know, I go to sleep early on school days because, spoiler alert, I actually like school. So, yeah.
Nigga, please stop yapping. Nigga,
Everybody, give it up for Ozo for being so dumb. Thank you. Thank you for proving my point. Thank you. You can see in the screenshot where I say I don't hate people with wide noses. I was speaking in a third person and I was talking about racism. You can even see in this comment where Possum's like, oh yeah, I have a wide nose. I love drawing people with wide noses too because I love my features. I'm so good at drawing wide noses, blah, 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 blah. You can see where the bitch is acting weird and trying to be funny. I say that the bitch acting like she's trying to fetishize, not gonna lie, because if you like drawing people with wide noses, that's fine. Do your thing. Do your thing, twin. Good for you. But if you gon' come to me and be like, oh yeah, I'm so much better than you and I can draw wide noses, like, nobody cares, nigga. I don't know if Ozo thinks that this showing random screenshots of comments really quickly is supposed to make it seem like they got all this evidence, but there are people like me who take time to read. So let's get into it. You can see here where I say that I never made a fake account trying to frame Possum. Possum actually says things that are really weird. And I said that I never sent my fans to harass anybody or Possum at all. I just have people who defend me just like people who defend her. And you can see in this comment where the person's like, oh yeah, you bully smart artists or whatever. Because Possum kept telling niggas that I bully people with a certain amount of followers. I don't give a fuck how many followers you got. The fuck? And I say in this comment that right off the bat that Possum was stating how much better she was than me and being a fucking weirdo. And I said that I don't bully small artists, and this is not an everyday thing. Like, I don't specifically target people with like 50 followers or like 100 followers and be like, let me bully them. Like, I don't think like that. And I said that, so what if she got like a few hundred some followers? It doesn't make her Virgin Mary. She's a grown-ass fucking woman with grown-ass things to do. And then this comment, I was like, crazy thing is I was never bullying them. Because like I said, how the fuck do you get bullied by someone who's like 4 years younger? And I talked about how Possum actually admitted to being cocky in their videos, but they tried to excuse it as, oh well, I was just being a little bit sarcastic, and still though. Okay, I'm going to address this because at first, Ozo being dumb was kind of a little funny, but now it's just getting irritating, so I'm just going to say it like this. I am not obligated to tell a stranger, especially an adult, that I don't know online my specific age if I'm not comfortable. But in this comment specifically, I was talking about how I was going to be 17 in the year 2024, which is true. I just turned 16 on November 21st. And this is me talking to one of my mutuals, and I talk about how I'm only 15 at the moment and I'll be 16 soon. Which is true, because at this point, this comment was made near the end of September, and my birthday is in November. Yay! I'm so glad we learned something new. And honestly, this is why you don't argue with people who get screenshots that have been passed around and can literally be labeled as anything. Because in this comment, I'm not talking about myself, you dumb bitch. And in this comment specifically, I was talking about one of my mutuals because the user that goes by Binge Hines boyfriend was randomly talking to my mutual, and I was like, why are you 22 talking with a 17-year-old? And I actually meant 16 because my mutual's birthday hadn't passed yet. It was in like 3 days, so I accidentally put 17. But yeah, this isn't about me. So I'm glad we learned something new. Don't be showing random irrelevant screenshots quickly and think that it's evidence. Make sure that you know what the comments fully mean and know what I'm talking about or who I'm talking to. Don't trust 19-year-old college dropouts who post thirst traps, and don't trust niggas online who believe calling someone a slur out of anger is okay. Thank you for your time.